This story begins with Solomon, peace be upon him, the son of the prophet David, of Allah. Allah had bestowed upon him immense wisdom and knowledge. One day, he prayed to Allah to grant him a kingdom that no one after him would be able to possess. Allah accepted his prayer and granted him extraordinary power. Allah subjugated the wind for Sulaiman, peace be upon him, allowing him to travel very quickly. In addition, Allah gave him authority over jinn, humans, animals, and birds. All jinn, humans, and animals would gather around his throne and follow his commands. The jinn, by the command of Sulaiman, peace be upon him, performed many difficult and monumental tasks. They built magnificent palaces and large cauldrons for him. One day, a hoopoe bird informed Sulaiman, peace be upon him, that the queen of Saba, whose name was Balkis, sat on a splendid throne and worshipped the sun. Sulaiman, peace be upon him, sent a letter to the queen, inviting her to believe in Allah. When the queen came to meet him, Sulaiman, peace be upon him, asked his courtiers, who among you can bring me her throne before she arrives? A jinn said he could do it in the blink of an eye. Then, a man who possessed knowledge said he could do it in even less time, and instantly, the throne was there. This incident demonstrates Sulaiman's power and his control over the jinn. One of the greatest miracles of Sulaiman's life was his death. He was, at the time, supervising the construction of the Bayt al-Maqdis, the Holy House, in Jerusalem, by the command of Allah. When the time of his death came, he was standing, leaning on his staff, and in that very posture, Allah took his soul. Due to fear, the jinn believed he was still alive and continued their work. The jinn did not know of his death for a considerable time. This secret was only revealed when a termite hollowed out his staff, causing his body to fall. This incident is proof that the jinn had no knowledge of the Ghayb, the unseen, otherwise, they would not have continued the difficult work. This story highlights the matchless power of Allah, and proves that the jinn, like humans, are unaware of the future and the unseen. According to the Quran, the jinn were created from smokeless fire before humans. The jinn also possess intellect and free will, like humans, but they live in a world that is usually invisible to people. Allah granted the Prophet Sulaiman, peace be upon him, the extraordinary and unparalleled power to rule not only over humans, animals, and birds, but also over the powerful jinn. By the command of the Prophet Sulaiman, the jinn performed several difficult and major tasks. Magnificent palaces and places of worship. The jinn built splendid and strong palaces and places of worship for him, with extremely fine craftsmanship. They also constructed basins as vast as seas, and huge cauldrons that could not be moved from their place. Strange and marvelous statues. The jinn also made statues of various animals and humans, by the command of the Prophet Sulaiman, to showcase the grandeur of his kingdom. According to a popular narration, the Prophet Sulaiman possessed a ring inscribed with Allah's greatest name, Ism-e-Azam. It is said that this ring was the source of all his power. A well-known story tells that a jinn deceptively acquired this ring and ruled in the Prophet Sulaiman's absence for a time, until the ring was recovered. Although this story is not from the Quran, it is very famous among people. This incident is a very important lesson from the life of the Prophet Sulaiman. It is proof that the jinn have no knowledge of the Ghayb, the unseen. Had they known that the Prophet Sulaiman had passed away, they would have immediately stopped working and left. Their ignorance proves that the knowledge of the unseen rests solely with Allah. We hope you enjoyed this history-based video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel, and be sure to share your valuable feedback in the comments. We'll see you in the next video. Always be happy.